Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the mid newspaper headline. So, first of all, how GST brought cheer to some states, not others. Next, no ban work. Then it comes to page number 4, in that India's rupee trade bid and the math behind it. Next, on page number 5, in that RBI to appeal High Court order on Yes Bank 81 bond. Next, government may announce universal enterprises IDs for small firms. Next, IT startups may cut up to 20,000 jobs in next 6 months. Next, highest ever output helped JSW Steel script sequential sequential turnaround. Next, US Fed sets course for milder interest rate rise in February. Next, the worst fear for global growth may be subsiding. Next, inflows into gold ETF plunged by 90% last year. Amplify data shows. On page number 7, in economy and policy section under that, allegations of sexual abuse mar Indian sports. Next, uniform GST audits for easier compliance scrutiny on cards. Next, budget may recast TDS framework, says EY. Next, Das to visit UAE for rupee dirham deal. Next, financial minister may not set aside fresh capital for PSBs. Next, center widens beneficiary base of ABPMJ to 120 million families. On page number 8, in deal, tech and startup section under that, Orchids Schools Parents Shutters Animation Unit. Next, FinTech Co. Lead funding race last week. Next, on page number 9, in market to mark section under that, bullish calls Mount has Asian stock go on a tear in 2023. Next, US tech stocks to hit their next hurdle with earnings session. Next, Havells near term demand gloomy. Next, amid margin recovery, steep valuations sore point for JSW Steel. Next, SEBI set up database on municipal bonds. Next, gold ETF inflows slump has prices rise. Next, FPI's pull out rupees 15,000 to 36 crore from equities in Jan has China reopens. Next, Zinc International deal by brightens HZL's growth prospects but valuation waits. On page number 10, in corporate section under that, India UK FTA does not involve visa offers. Next, we want to maximize HNI retail interest in Adani FPO. Next, government plan IRDA ECGC IPO in FY24. Next, technology is reshaping India's online retail unicommerce. Next, ONGC Total Energies plan joint ventures. Next, HDFC Life sees better margins in quarter 4. On page number 11, in corporate section under that, turbulence at Go First SpyJet may continue. Next, IT firms and startups likely to cut up to 20,000 jobs over coming few quarters. Next, RBI to appeal High Court order on Yes Bank bonds. Next, diesel engines will dominate trucking biz until next decade. Next, enterprises IDs for small biz soon. Next, pleasantly surprised with quality of Indian merchandise. Next, on page number 12, in corporate section under that, travel sector to see reassurance in 2023, says Thomas Cook. Next, commodity prices may be range bound in 2023, JSW CFO. Next, government push needed till EV adoption target is met. Next, Bandhan to close IDFC mutual fund buyout in January. Next, automation to pick up pace during recession, Shukla. On page number 13, in global section under that, China COVID deaths top 12,600 in week before Lunar New Year. Next, Musk announces an expensive subscription for ad-free Twitter. Next, Thoma Bravo nears C $1.8 billion deal for magnet forensic. Next, US Fed sets scores for milder interest rate rise in February. Next, 10 killed in mass shooting in Los Angeles area, police says. Next, US media rocked by layoffs amid economic gloom. Next, Chris Hipkins confirmed as New Zealand's next PM. Next, Germany and France outline new Europe that's under threat. Next, Sri Lanka says China willing to back debt restructuring plan. Next, how Europe needs freight trains to cross Russia from China. On page number 14 in news wrap section, government hopes for cut in petrol prices. Next, BPCL enters food and beverage segment. Next, HPCL to expand Vizag oil refinery. Next, India out of FIH Men's Hockey World Cup after losing to New Zealand. Next, B20 India Incipation meeting began. Next, despite slowing growth, world may yet escape a hard landing. Next, India's exports to UAE to hits $50 billion. Next, actor Devarakonda co-owns Black Hawks. Next, 343 infra projects face cost overrun. Next, BOM aims total business of rupees 5 trillion. Next, Guruvayur temple has over 260 kilo gold. On page number 15 in long story section under that, how to explain the budget to your grandma. On page number 16 mint money section under that, how a non compete clues pushed Rungata to focus on RIA practice. Next, UPI game changer for international remittances. Next, best home loan rates. Next, can NRIs pay advance tax on rental income? On page number 17 in view section under that, don't expect much from insolvency code tweaks. Next, the center's proposal should strengthen our insolvency code. Next, it's a wonder what most Indian politicians actually do. On page number 18 in view section under that, Maharashtra was a magnet for fresh investment MOUs at Davos. Next, Jacinda Arderners has given the world a big lesson in humility. Next, Bharat Jodo is not enough to revive Congress fortunes. That much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.